Hi, I'm Fern.
I'm Ellen,
And we're going to test some pool buoys. I like the arena because of this beveled edge. It was really nice and comfortable to wear. I'm a smaller person, so I don't require as much flotation as some other people. It's got a little bit of coarseness to the material, so it held in easily. It didn't slip at all on the turns. I was able to do backstroke or breaststroke or freestyle without any problems.
I just took a test swim with the FINIS pole buoy. I really like it. It's substantial enough in the middle for me so that when I'm swimming and flip turning, it does not fall out. It provides enough buoyancy. I like the body position with it, and this is definitely a pool buoy that I would purchase and use.
This is the Arena Pull Kick. It is one of the thinnest buoys that we tested. So you need to be someone that has larger legs, and the one good thing about this pull buoy is that it can also be a kickboard. So if you're ever going on a travel trip and you need a pull buoy and kickboard that's small, you can shove in your bag, this buoy would be great for that.
I think that I really like these foam type pool buoys. I like the Kiefer one. The Kefir is great if you like a lot of flotation. Its asymmetric shape really helps it stay on well. It's very, very comfortable. The edges are nice and soft, and really it gives you a lot of flotation. Speedos, male and female, are also very similar and very comfortable. Again, they're a little asymmetric, not quite as much as the Kiefer. They fit in very well. They're good if you like to kick a little while you pull. They allow that a little bit. And again, they have nice soft rounded edges so they don't chafe at all. Between the two, they're pretty similar. The women's is just a little bit shorter than the men's. And I like them both.
This is the Speedo fillable pool buoy. I actually found this pool buoy useful for someone that wanted to learn better body position, and you can start off with the buoy completely full of air, and then as they get more comfortable, fill it up with more water, and it keeps them on an even plane so they know exactly where their body is in the water. This buoy also was the most streamlined of all the buoys we tested. So when you're pushing off the wall, it gets you the furthest and the least resistance.
These old school barrel buoys are my absolute favorite. They fit perfectly. I like these adjustable straps. You can get whatever size fits your legs and lock it in, and it just is perfect fit. And the flotation is, I love it, it's awesome. I get to swim downhill more than any other buoy. The main difference, besides the size, you can get this different sizes in both brands, is the strap. This strap on the Bettertimes is harder to adjust, but once you get it where you want it, it's not going anywhere, so it's going to stay, which I like that, because I know what size I want my buoy and I want it to stay that size. This other strap is easier to adjust. You can move it around quickly, but it's also easier to lose its position. It can move around and change size. So I prefer this strap, but both buoys were excellent, and they're my favorite buoys to use because you get an excellent downhill position and they're comfortable, and I like them a lot.
This is another one of the Bettertimes pull buoy options. It has the same feel as most of the other buoys, like the original dog bone buoys over here, but it is in a square shape, and it is a longer buoy, so you're going to need to be somebody that has longer legs in order for them to fit, for it to fit properly. But it worked just the same as the other buoys, and I actually liked it. It was comfortable, and I left this little gap here in between, and it was a great space for me to fit my legs. So if you're somebody that has longer legs and a little bit bigger legs, it's a good fit.
I was just comparing these three buoys, the Tier Pull Float, the Sporti buoy, and the Nike. And from this angle, they all look very similar, but when you put them this way, you can see a few differences. This buoy is really comfortable when you swim. It's a little bit smooth which some people like. I like a rougher surface. I didn't lose the buoy, it was fine, it felt comfortable, but I prefer to have a little bit more friction here to keep it in place. This one, the Sporti, was very similar in size to the tier, but this Sporti has a rough side. This is much rougher than that pink, and I like that. It keeps it in place. I don't feel like it's going to fall out on a turn, and it's just overall very comfortable buoy. And again, it's the right size. It's not too big, not too small. It's just right. I liked it. I tried the Nike. This doesn't have as many ridges. It has that middle ridge. It's very comfortable. It's smooth, but it's interesting because it's not as slick. I'm not sure why. It doesn't feel as slick as the tier. It's not as coarse as the Sporti, but it's just comfortable.
These are the FINIS Rang buoys. They come in a senior as well as a junior size. I found these very useful in breaststroke. If you're someone that struggles with keeping your butt up on top of the water, you can strap these on and they go up on your upper thigh area. And when you're swimming breaststroke, it really gives you elevation on the lower half so you can feel where your body position is supposed to be.
So I also tested the leg band, I guess you want to call it, because I like to immobilize my lower half and just use my shoulders to work my strength training. This is so easy, it's quick. If you have small ankles, you just twist it a couple times. If you have bigger ankles, you just leave it like that. Not tough. It's easy to find in your bag too because it's a nice bright color.
This is the Speedo ankle lock, and it is two independent Velcro systems here. That one goes around one ankle and one goes around the other ankle like so. And you can combine this with a pull buoy or without a pull buoy. But this is a very comfortable option if you're just looking for something to go around your ankles. The best way to use something like this is if you're really looking to work on stroke tempo, on either a freestyle or a backstroke. It makes you elevate your stroke tempo in order to keep the same speed and keep your legs floating higher in the water.
Probably the single most important thing we came away with after testing the pull buoys was that the size of your legs and the shape of your legs makes a big difference in the selection. Most of these standard dog bone buoys work for most people. This tier, Sporti, and Nike, they're all built pretty much the same. This Speedo has some contour to it, and this Kiefer here is a little bit taller, so it offers some more buoyancy. Might be fine for a taller person. However, if you have thinner legs, one of these three buoys might work better for you. Old school barrel buoy made by Kiefer and Bettertimes can be cinched up nice and tight. This FINIS, which sort of mimics an old school barrel buoy in the shape, it's got nice rounded ends, and this Kiefer contour. All the testers with thinner legs preferred these. They had no problem with them slipping out on flip turns, and they felt they were very secure. And especially with this FINIS, they didn't feel like they had to work too hard to press their legs together, which can be distracting when you're trying to work on a polling set. Kiefer, FINIS, and Sporti all offered a junior-sized dog bone buoy, and Arena's buoy was so small that we classified it with the junior-sized buoys. We found two main differences. The shorter master swimmers did appreciate the option of a junior-sized dog bone, but the shorter master swimmer, who was also a little bit thicker, had some natural buoyancy, did better off with these two, the Sporti and the Arena. These were very lightweight, very small, didn't offer a whole lot of flotation, and very thin. The shorter master swimmer, who didn't want a whole lot of buoyancy but also had thinner legs, did better with the FINIS and the Kiefer, both of which were thick across the middle and rounded at the ends.
Thanks for joining us for product testing. As always, we are hard at work here at Swimmer testing products that you use in the hopes that we're going to be able to share some information that will help you make your purchasing decisions. Join us next time for